Yo, what is up, guys? We are back reacting to Insider to how erasers. Damn, I can't even talk today. How erasers are made. Have you ever owned one of these pink erasers? And have you ever wondered? Have you ever wondered how are they made? Well, I guess we're about to find out. Let's get right to it. Oh, you seen that? You messed up. Oh, never mind, I didn't. Making erasers is an intense process. Okay.
Make no mistake about it, an eraser is a student's best friend.
One thing I can say about these erasers is that every single time I bought one, it was like the sensation. Like I would take it to school and I would get all the baddies on me, bro. Cause this eraser was like one of a kind. It wasn't like that regular white eraser that was all ugly. Like this one had its own shape. It was like, oh, let me borrow it. Like, but if it fell, bro, if this eraser fell on the ground, it's a wrap. You would never see this eraser again because he would bounce all the way to freaking Europe.
Whether it's attached to the top of a pencil or on its own, only an eraser can quickly rub out an error. White erasers are made of flexible vinyl, while pink erasers are made of synthetic rubber.
Okay, so they're made from different substances, I guess.
In 1736, a French
Golly, is
explorer observed South American native Indians
that a
using a
tree?
certain tree resin to make bouncing balls. He brought this resin back home, and before long, Europeans discovered it could rub out lead pencil marks, hence the term rubber.
Rubber.
There was just one problem. After a while,
They're not
rubber
talking about
would
them
rot.
rubbers.
That dilemma was solved a century later by one Charles Goodyear, who developed a curing process to prevent rubber from rotting. A
Damn, that's
lot
a
of
lot of them.
ingredients go into making a simple pink eraser. Carefully measured fillers, accelerators, curing agents, oils, coloring, and the main ingredient, synthetic rubber. They start by putting a batch of rubber into a mill. The rubber
Damn,
passes
with the bed and
repeatedly
everything, bro?
between large heated rollers. They throw in any defective erasers from the last production run, recycling them into this new batch.
So they do the same thing.
Then
That's
they add
the
sulfur
jawbreakers.
as a curing agent, accelerators to help the sulfur do its job, and red coloring. They blend everything for 5 to 10 minutes until the mixture is the consistency of heavy dough.
There we go.
Next, vulcanized vegetable oil. That's vegetable oil treated with sulfur, then regular vegetable oil, then calcium carbonate as a filler.
That looks weird.
When the color and thickness are just right, workers
Damn.
remove the rubber, which by now is hot and soft as a result of all that milling. They leave
It's
it to
hot and
cool and
soft.
harden at room temperature for about half a day.
Damn, bro, he must be brave. He grabbing it. If it's hot, he grabbing it with bare hands.
When the rubber's ready, they cut out large squares, each weighing between 5 and 8 kilograms, depending on the thickness of eraser the client has ordered. The squares go into a steam-heated press to cure for about 20 minutes at 163 degrees
Is it
Celsius.
melting?
The pressure compacts the rubber, while the intense heat hardens it. They trim off the excess. Then submerge the hot rubber squares in cold water to stop the curing process. To make erasers that erase both lead and ink, they cut beveled strips from
Whoa. You are telling me these erasers could erase ink? When has this been an invention? Because when I was a kid, this was not a thing. I could try the hardest I could rub the heck out of the page, and I promise you the ink would not come off. So when was this a thing? I don't know, man.
Two batches of rubber, one pink and one blue.
Oh, they're perfect rectangles. Rectangles.
The blue contains pumice, which gives it that extra abrasiveness to erase ink.
Oh, I thought that was like a blue
They
eraser. I
pair
was
up
like, dang.
each pink with a blue to form a two-color strip. Then it's into the steam press.
Good.
After 12 minutes, workers remove the trays, trim off the excess, and
Bro,
submerge
imagine-
the strips in cold water to stop the curing process.
Imagine messing up the cuts, bro. You're gonna get fired right on the spot. That's raps for
Then
you,
an
buddy.
automated machine chops the strips into pieces the size of erasers.
Oh, so that's how the erasers are made.
Now back to the all-pink erasers. The rubber squares come out of their cold water bath and go through a machine that cuts strips with beveled edges.
Oh,
Then chops
that's
the
how they're
strips
made.
into erasers.
That's how they're made?
From
Oh, wow.
there, the erasers drop into a giant barrel. Workers throw in some talc to prevent them from sticking together. Then they set the barrels spinning for 3 to 5 hours. As the erasers tumble against each other, the abrasion rounds off their edges.
What else? I thought that was it.
The last step is printing.
Oh, yeah, I
A
remember it had that
machine
little, like...
stamps each eraser with the company name and the model
Yeah.
number.
I remember that. It had, like, that little, like, logo thing on it.
It's not the rubber that gives the eraser the ability to erase, but rather the vulcanized vegetable oil that's in it. That's what makes the eraser crumble when rubbed on paper, taking away the pencil marks with it.
Oh, my God, you gotta be fast with it. Well, there you go, guys. That's how erasers are made. You know, I never I never thought it would take so much science into making erasers, but hey, you know, every single time we learn something new. You know, if you like this video, if you enjoyed it, not leave, subscribe to the channel, leave a like and comment down below what else would you guys would love to see me react to. But that's it for today, guys. Peace.